the right foods, we would spend less amount of money on drugs. So more or less like good foods is our it's in good food is enough in medicine for us so that even if at all we are eating good food, we won't spend much on money. And then Malaysia also always say that we should always choose quality over quantity because of our situation, because of the situation in this country. Most times people want to just go for, oh, let me just eat something instead of them to check, okay, what is the component of what I'm eating. So these are the things that our speaker would be enlightening us on, and then I promise us that this will be a very good one, and we won't recover from we won't recover from the experience. All right, so straight to the bow. This permits me to put up my video while I read about. All right. So Miss Taiwo Adebisi Adeyemi holds holds a BSc in nutrition. She is a certified nutritionist and a member of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria. Since earning her bachelor's degree in nutrition in 2017, Statile has been passionate about promoting wellness, healthy eating, and sustainable lifestyle practices. A strong advocate for holistic health, Statile not only teaches healthy living, but she actively embraces it through a commitment to fitness and overall wellness. As speaker, in person of Ms. Taiwo Adebisi Adeyemi, she believes that nutrition and physical activity work hand in hand to improve health outcomes and enhance quality of life. With a unique blend of nutrition expertise and entrepreneurship, she serves as the creative director of Tara's Delitables Pasta City and Party Supplies Hub. Through these ventures, our speaker combines a deep understanding of food, a deep understanding of nutrition, and consumer behavior to create enjoyable food experiences while encouraging healthier lifestyle choices. She's also passionate about helping individuals to develop a positive relationship with food. Our speaker is dedicated to making nutrition practical, realistic, and sustainable. Through education and advocacy, Sister Tayo empowers people to move beyond survival eating to intentional nourishment and long term wellness. So please kindly join me to invite our speaker for today, Miss Tayo Adebisi Adeyemi. You're welcome, ma. You can have the floor, ma.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I don't know if everybody can hear me.
That's in my
I'm really
can.
struggling with my
Can hear
network
you.
here. I don't know.
We can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
We are yes, ma. Can you hear me?
Eh,
Okay, you can hear me, ma.
Yes,
Yes.
ma.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. My name is Adeyemi Adebisi Taiwo, and thank you very much, Muyuluwa, for that very interesting introduction. Thank you so much. Um, I'd like to start with my sister Shewa, and my twin sister Taiwa Taiwa Adeiga. Thank you for this opportunity to share and to talk about one very important topic that is what's it called? That is significant for all of us as human, as women, as mothers, and as people that live in this current world that has so many health challenges. Let me put it that way. Uh, it's a privilege, and I do not take the opportunity for granted. So, thank you very much for the opportunity. Um, I don't know if everybody's hearing me. My network is a bit bad. guess it's because of
We
the
can
weather,
hear
because
you
it's raining
loud
in
and
Lagos
clear.
today.
It's raining a bit, but we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. All right. So I'll quickly go straight into the topic. From survival eating to intentional nourishment. When my sister shared that topic with me, I was, I think that was about 4 or 3 Saturdays ago, and I was actually in Ibadan at that time. I was at a job in Ibadan. We just got to Ibadan, and then she sent me the message, and I was like, while I was on my way coming from what's it called, Lagos to Ibadan, while I was in the vehicle, I was planning my what's it called, my meal. I was writing out my meal plan for the new week because I usually do that often. So when she sent that message, I was like, okay, this is so spot on because I just finished writing my own meal plan. That's one way I get very intentional with my food. So when she sent it, I was like, all right, spot on. I was like, okay, I'm in and I'm game for this. So yeah, so this is a very interesting topic. Um, in recent times, most of us we eat just for survival. Uh, we eat what we see, we eat what we find, we eat anything available. There are people that they are grab and go. They meet you eating, they eat what you are eating. They don't even want to know if it's okay for them, if it's healthy for them, if it fits into their nutritional requirements. They just grab and eat. Then there's some that they just know that as human beings we're supposed to eat every day, so they just eat. Some people even eat 3 times a day, like Tasha rightly said earlier that she actually just discovered that as adults we don't have to eat 3 times a day, and that's actually very true. We don't. Some of the food we eat, we don't need it. Some of the food we eat, we don't need it. Um, Sometimes you see the kind of food that you're supposed to eat. When you see it, it doesn't really look appealing. Yeah, there are some that look appealing. It doesn't really look appealing to you. And then they tell you this is what you're going to eat. And then you're looking at it like it's not what I want. I want to eat rice. Rice is actually killing us. Rice is killing us. It's okay. I'll share. Let me share a brief story. I mentioned earlier that I did a meal plan. So recently, about probably a month ago or so, my meal plan usually includes me eating rice once a week. So um, I cheated on my plan for that week. I was supposed to because of course I'm into food, and sometimes after cooking all of these things, you want to like some of them just look so enticing, and you cooked something good, and you really just want to taste it. So I said, this jollof rice, I cannot let it go. Let me taste it. So I ate the rice. In fact, I ate it to my satisfaction. I ate that rice. And then I think it was a goat meat jollof rice. Goat meat is healthy for me. It's part of my required protein. So I had jollof rice, goat meat jollof rice, enough quantity. And in my head, I'm like, it doesn't really matter if it's just rice. And you will skip rice again the next. So usually every week I step on the scale to check my body weight to be sure that I'm on track and all of that. I'm not increasing again because I'm actually on calorie deficit. So I think that happened on a Friday. So the next day was the day I'm supposed to check my weight. When I checked the weight, I had only rice. That was the only thing I had. Goat meat jollof rice was the only thing I stepped on the scale and my weight has spiked with 2 kilograms. Like overnight. Where did I get it from? And I thought about it myself. Like, it's only jollof rice that I ate. It's only this rice. So rice is actually killing most of us in Nigeria because it's like a staple. It's not even it's like it's a staple food and we eat it. I know even personally before I changed my before I repented, I can eat rice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, like that. Because it's one food that is always available. And me, I don't like all the swallow, whatever, whatever, but I like it. So that's just the what's it called? I'm just trying to give a scenario of how poor eating habits actually affects us. That was why I had to reference on what happened to me a few weeks back. So back to our topic. I said I was talking about the fact that most of us we eat basically for survival. We just know that we are supposed to eat and we are eating it. We don't know if it's good for us. We don't know if it is not. So there are so many things that makes please the moment you can't hear me again, please let me know. My network is really bad. So some of us eat when we are extremely hungry. Some of us eat whatever we can find. Some of us we do emotional eating, like what I said earlier, the story about eating. Some of us we eat because we find solace in eating. There are people like that. They find solace. They are hungry. Just give them food. They'll be all right. They are happy. Just give them food. They'll be all right. All of these things is gradually eating into our health, and we really we do not know. Most times my when I see what's it called, probably I'm just discussing with my sisters or with a friend, and then we're talking about um, probably someone passed, and then they're telling me, oh, the person was okay, the person was this, and I'm always one thing I always tell them is number one is an average Nigerian is carrying an health condition, whether they know it or they don't. There is an health condition that you are battling with, hypertension, because we are not tracking what we are eating, and it is killing us gradually in bits, bit by bit. It is killing us. The kind of food that I am supposed to eat is different from the kind of food Taiwo we eat. The kind of food Taiwo we eat is different from the kind of food uh, children in the house we eat. But because we want to cook just one meal, we don't know if it is nutritionally or if it is beneficial for the children or if it's meeting the other person's nutritional need. We just cook one meal, and that meal is what the whole family will eat. Just like Sister Shewa said earlier, the eating culture we grew up with is part of the reason why we are struggling with our nutritional pattern as adults now. Because in my own family, we cook one kind of food, and that is what all of us are going to eat, regardless of whether you are obese, whether you are thin, whether you are the children, whether you are everybody is going to eat the same thing. All of these things contribute to our health system. It's gradually eating up our health system. Sometimes we load so many food in our system that our kidneys have been pressed. It cannot even function properly. Like I said earlier, most of what we eat, we don't need it. Recently, I participated in a water challenge. Before then, I drink a lot of water. Before then, I do drink a lot of water, but I just wanted to challenge myself to do more than that. I knew at that point, before then, that I drink up to 3 liters of water on a good day. Between 2 to 3 liters of water, I do that before. And that we don't actually need food sometimes. Sometimes we are not hungry. We're not hungry. And eating sometimes helps us to heal. When about 2 years ago, I was admitted in the hospital, and the doctor, after it was in and out of hospital back and forth. I was in hospital, I came back home, the symptoms, I went back to the hospital, and they running tests, but they weren't seeing anything. There was nothing really. Everything was coming out. The third episode, and I go back again. That one they rushed me in the midnight, and we got to the hospital. The doctor said, a very thorough scan. So I went for the scan, and then the doctor said I had a cyst. We'll start trying to like give me all the medical stuff, and it's not something serious. I said it's not serious. That it's a normal way that and all of that. I was said with that I was going to go. I was a bit worried. But if you're saying it is not polycystic or ovarian syndrome, then cyst, then I want to believe that this cyst, if I don't uh, take care of it, if I don't get serious with the treatment, it could develop into something bigger. So I started trying to fight it as a nutritionist. I started trying to fight it with food, started making research, and then I started eating all those foods that were recommended, and I felt better. I felt better, but it was still there. It would come once in a while. It would eat me up. Come once in a while, eat me up. So back to my water challenge. When I did my water challenge, I just discovered that. Meanwhile, before the water challenge, I'd listened to uh, someone talk about the importance of fasting. That he was talking about how fasting can heal, can cure cancer, and all of that. And I find it very interesting when he was talking about it. And I was like, is it that people don't know this thing works? And then no, because me, I hadn't at that time. I've not even tried water fasting at all at that time. But he was saying it like if you could water fast for if you could water fast for 3 days, 4 days in a month, that it's good. It helps your body to heal. It helps your body to recover and all of that. I'd always wished and hoped that one day I'll be able to do it because I'm like, if I fast on a regular day, intermittent fasting, I would still eat. But water fasting means that you have to eat. The only thing you can take is water throughout your session. It's 36 hours, 48 hours, 24 hours. And then I did that. Okay, and then back to the water challenge. So I now tried it during my water challenge. After about 3 weeks into the water challenge, and I was like, okay, let me even challenge myself a bit harder. Let me try water fasting. And I shocked myself. I did water fasting for 48 hours for the very first time. And then I realized that we actually do need food. Not like we don't need food. Like we don't, we just need to be intentional about our feeding. Know when to eat, know when not to, know what type of food to eat, like that, like that. So after the challenge, then I decided that okay, I was going to be practicing at least hours water fasting every week. Then my weekly whatever will now follow. As I am like I eat only once in a day, one meal a day, and I am good. I can eat it by 3 p.m. I can eat it by 6 p.m. But just one healthy meal a day, and I am fine. So uh, this topic cuts across all sections. If you are looking to uh, be more intentional about what you eat in terms of the nutritional value, you have to start, uh, what's it called? You have to start practicing meal plan, like deliberate meal plan. if you're particular, if you're big on meeting your daily nutritional goal, you have to start practicing many meal planning ahead of every week. It is something that has helped me personally a lot. Um, if you're struggling with your health, it's time to be more intentional with what we eat, because the bulk of what we are eating right now is not what our body needs. Fewer, so people will say, when you people say I should not eat rice, I should not, nobody's saying you should not eat rice. Rice is good, but uh, we need to, rice is good, but we need to know when to stop. We need to know how to control our eating pattern. uh, there are so many food that has better nutrition. Potatoes, plantain, cabbage. Recently, I was at the gym and I saw cabbage swallow, and I was like, "Oh wow, interesting." Cabbage, I think it was dehydrated and then blended, so you could just make. If you're a lover of swallow, you can. They've made what's it called so easy that you can convert these things to. You can convert them to. Excuse me, you can convert them to your desired kind of swallow. If you're someone that likes semo, all those things, GI, dry your cabbage, dry the pumpkin leaf, use it to make something healthy for yourself. Plantain, people do that a lot. And even if you are, another thing is that there's a difference between um, eating healthy. Some people are eating healthy and they are still not controlling what they are eating. That's another case. You're eating healthy, but you're not controlling what you're eating. Because they say you should eat plantain, plantain is good for your health, then you pack loads of plantain in front. You pack loads of plantain in front, and then you say, ó jẹ́ tó sọ pé kí n máa jẹ eléyìí dá fún mi. It doesn't mean that you have to overdo it. Too much of everything is not good. Too much of everything is not good. So moderation is important. Moderation, intentionality is very important. Like I said, if you can reduce rice to the barest, if you can, don't you can't cancel it because it's something that we've grown up with. But at least to the barest minimum, it will go a long way. Um, um, let's talk about something I've forgotten. Yeah. For children, yeah, for children. For children, it is advisable to understand that it's advisable to understand each child. There are parents that they don't even know that their children are allergic to some kind of food. My sister was talking to me saying that she was telling me, oh, the guy is allergic to spaghetti and all of that. That's intentional. She has observed it over time, and now she's trying to find an alternative. We cannot, of course. I'm sorry, I have to like just say you've asked me the question before. I think I want to give you the answer now. The best thing you can do for Jedediah is the moment you want to make pasta for the entire family, Jedediah cannot eat pasta. There is something in that pasta that she's allergic to, and that's why she usually has that response every time she eats it. So it doesn't mean that you have to cook something else entirely. You could just, like, you're making your pasta, you could just have a boiled rice for her. The same thing, but change hers to like rice. Or the same thing you're using for your pasta, you could do potatoes for her. That's potato will be our own what's it called now? Potato will be our own uh carb instead of pasta. Potato will be our carb, or plantain, or yam. The same thing, but you don't have to cook something else entirely like that for her. Just a little portion of what she can take can be used to replace the uh, the carb in what you're making. If it's jollof pasta, stir fry pasta, you can stir fry potato with her own veggies, and she will still get the value, and you guys it will still look like they're eating the same thing. So yes, um, uh, people battling with um, diseases, people battling with diseases when you go to the hospital, the first line of treatment they will always tell, especially if you're obese, is first of all they'll tell you or they'll ask you what you should eat, what are you eating, and the first line of treatment is always that you should watch what you eat. That's what they will tell you first. Or they'll tell you go and lose weight. That's the normal thing that they will do in the hospital. And in actual fact, that's it. Because interestingly, for some people, just going back to go and lose weight alone has already your healing process has already started. But for us, for most of us, I think we usually find it difficult. We usually find it difficult to do those things. So I like the fact that young people, we are now ditching all those old eating practices, all those old cultural food practices that we do in the past, and we are embracing new things now. People are now um, conscious of the fact that what they eat is is interpreted in their health. It is in your health that you get the results. That's where the report card is for your all the things you're eating. Anytime you go for your medical checkup, you see it there. My bathroom scale, it will show me my vascular fat, show me this, it will read everything. So in the morning, when I check it, when I see red line, I know that there is problem. I have to quickly go back and go and adjust my whatever it is that I am eating, or look at what I've eaten in the last few days, what I've eaten, and see where that fat or whatever is coming from. Sometimes it will tell me that my protein intake is not enough. So I know that the following week I have to boost, I have to increase. So when I'm making my plans for the new week, I would increase my protein intake because I've seen it on my scale. It has already shown me that my protein level is low. So the following week out. So we as we are being conscious of what we are eating, we also have to keep check of our health too, so that it will, because it goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. So my what's it called? My recommendation for if we would want to practice intentional eating. Number one thing is sorry, excuse me. Number one thing is that practice uh, we have to practice what's it called? Menu planning, meal planning. We have to practice that. We have to stop emotional eating. We have to stop emotional eating. We have to um, we have to consider uh, nutritional value over quantity. That's value over quantity. Value of what you're eating over the quantity. If you're going to eat, if you're going to be having to eat rice every day, you can if you want to. But the portion of the rice you want to eat might not be more than the size of this cup. This is about 6 oz cup. You can include it in your diet since you like the rice so much, or at least gradually until you can eventually can strike it out of your what's it called, or reduce it to the barest minimum. So that's one. Um, we have to practice balance. We have to balance what we are eating at all times. When you like I said that I go back to the scale, I check, look at what I've eaten so far this week before I come and write another one for the new week. So I have to look at my protein intake, my fat level, and all of that. So if it is spiking, there's a problem. If it is going down, like mine now is a bit high, so it's going down. So anything that will make it spike is what I don't want. It should at least until it gets to the actual level. So we have to uh, keep checking and keep looking at how to balance up what we eat and uh, our health, balance what we eat with our health. So I think I want to pause for now if we have, because I know I've been talking since. If we have questions, maybe there are still things I want to talk about, but it's not coming to my head right now. So if we have questions, we can throw them in now, so I can address whatever it is that I have not addressed in my speech or in my discussion. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, question is coming in already. But I'm just sending a clapping emoji for Miss Adeyemi. Thank you very much, Miss Carol. Question is tripping in already. We have a
Sorry,
question.
I
Okay,
I really
we have a
can't hear.
question
I don't know
already.
why.
Did you see that, ma'am?
I did not see. Let me see.
Alima, did you see that?
Okay, Taiwo,
Mm.
right? The question, yeah.
You can go ahead and read. You can read the question. There's a
So,
question in the chat. It says, "How can one stop sugar cravings?" Sugar cravings. How can one stop sugar cravings?
I can't see the question. I'm so sorry.
So I'm reading it out. Can you hear me?
Okay, okay, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, the person asked, she said, "How can one stop sugar cravings?"
How can one stop sugar cravings? Okay, there are still there are some food and there are some fruits that have sugar, but the sugar in them are healthy because, of course, they are natural. Even though I'm a bit skeptical about all this, especially in Nigeria, because the way they grow them these days, I really don't know. But at least the one coming from fruits, they are healthy enough. So if you are someone that have a sugar craving all the time, you could have uh, things that are healthy, that always handy with you. So instead of taking that, like oranges, apples, those ones are healthy. So if you not like you overdo it, you can have apple slices in your bag, your lunch bag, or whenever you're going to work or something. So whenever you feel like taking something sweet, you take apples. Then what I do is I'm not really a sugar craving person, but sometimes I crave to eat. But I know that it's not food that my body needs, so I just chew bubble gum, and after a while it will go. And or I drink a lot of water. Sometimes I just go back to my bottle and I drink lots of water. So if you're someone that have constantly fight with sugar cravings, you could go for things that are naturally sweet, but not refined sugars. Avoid those ones because you will not be able to control the amount of what's it called sugar in them. But the ones in natural fruits, the ones in potato is sweet, so you can have what's it called roasted what's it called or air fried potato in your pocket. You feel like eating something sweet, it's something you can eat because it's sweet potato. That's what I'm saying. You can eat that. You can eat apples. You can eat oranges, pear, stuff like that. So yeah. Do we have another question?
Yes, I have questions. And thank you for that response. Oh,
okay,
I'm
so
so
about
sorry. I
apple, let
was
me start with
speaking while I
apple.
was muted. I'm so sorry. So there's a question here. Before I was to ask a question, the question is the another question from the same
I
person.
don't know why I'm not seeing. I don't know
Yeah,
why I'm not seeing the
I understand.
questions.
Yeah, so let me read it out. It says, "Can you recommend the meal plan for us, especially those of us with kids?" And I wanted to also say, thankfully, she has already dropped it in the chat. I was going to say that maybe the sugar craving could have something to do with the phase of life somebody is. So, for instance, a breastfeeding mom. So this person says, "I'm a breastfeeding mom who is always hungry every time I breastfeed. So I tend to eat a lot recently, especially late at night, which is increasing my weight. How can I manage this? So because the sugar craving thing could also have to do with maybe breastfeeding or pregnancy or whatever. I know hormones have a way of messing up with our
Number
cravings, our taste
number
buds.
number one. Okay. Okay, this is number one thing I would recommend for everybody if you're on this group is drink water. Practice drinking water. Have a bottle that you use to drink water. Most times, what your body is talking. Okay, recently I woke up. I think it was the last day of my water fast. My is it 48 hours water fast that I did, and it was the last day of my 48 hours. So I woke up the next day. I was my legs were shaking. That's sugar. My body is asking for sugar. That's sugar. But my legs were shaking because I think my glycemic index was really low. I'm not eating anything. So what I just did was when I woke up, I discovered the shaking was this. I was like, you're deceiving yourself. I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat just yet because even though I finished water fasting, I still do intermittent fasting. So my next eating this thing will be around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And that was around 8 a.m. I just said, well, I drank water. I drank water. I didn't feel better. I drank more water. I still didn't feel better. I chewed gum. I chewed one gum and it went down because I knew it was sugar. So it's normal for us to have sugar cravings. So we just have to find a way to curb it. And you have to one thing about health and nutrition is you have to it takes time. You have to know your body, understand your body, know what works for your body, then embrace it. You have to do a lot of trial and error. You have to do a lot of trial and error. You try this out. If it doesn't work, try again. If it doesn't work, try again. I remember when I started a weight loss journey, I would always say I don't want to eat anything. That was when I just started. I would always say I don't want to eat anything because I'm trying to lose weight and all of that. But I now discovered that it is when I don't eat that I'm adding weight. But when I'm eating, my weight is dropping. My weight is dropping. And another thing is about especially with women, our hormones is different. We all have different hormonal, whatever, whatever. So it's different. So, but one thing I didn't give up. So I kept trying new things. If this one does not work, I will try something else. So there was a point I said, okay, let me try food fasting. Let me try just I did that one. It was something I keep up with. It was something I keep up with. So I stopped again. Then I said, okay, let me mix fruits and vegetables. I did that one. It was working, but it was not sustainable. In other words, I still have to eat regardless of. So that was when I now decided that okay, let me have a constructive meal plan that I follow week in, week out. And since I started that, the story has been different. So there's a lot of trial and error that you would do. As long as you are intentional that, oh, this thing, I want to make sure that I get it right. You try it out. If it doesn't work, try this one, try this one. Because I know we've all seen and heard there's a lot online now. This is a social media age. We see people talking about this, talking about it. But it does not mean that what they are saying will work for you. But then you can give it a try. Give it a try. If it works for you, look at how you can keep up with it. If you can keep up with it, all well and good. Like my pastor will always say, whatever you can do for 2 weeks, don't worry. You've scaled through. So if it's something you've done the first week, second week, third week, and of course, it's something you should embrace. But if it doesn't work for you, ditch that and pick up something else. Try it out until you find what actually works for you. Because our bodies are different, our hormones are different, hormonal level different. So for the mom that has said she's breastfeeding and she's usually having a sugar craving, uh, I would have said let me say you should be getting what's it called? This all these nutrients, but some of these things are packed with sugar. It's not going to help. What you can do is just invest in fruits. Invest in fruits. Fruits that are high in fiber. Strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, those kind of fruits. Because it will keep you full for a longer time. To keep you, I can, as I am, like, I can take 2 packs of strawberry in one day and I am fine. No, I'm not eating anything again for the rest because it will keep me full. I just need to keep drinking water. So it is this sugar I want, is there. This calorie is there. And fiber, of course, is there. So look at the fruits that you can consume, that you can take, the ones with lesser sugar. You can embrace that and be eating it. You can have one apple sliced into chunks, always handy. When you feel like taking something sweet, you can take your apple. By the time you, because you already sliced it into chunks, that's just one apple. So by the time it's maybe 12, maybe you would have finished the first one. You can slice another one again, take that in the afternoon. Slice another one again, take that. If it is not apple, it could be pear, it could be anything else. You just have to replace that anything natural, artificial sugar with something natural, and eventually, maybe you would successfully fight that sugar craving. That's my honest opinion. I hope I answered your question, ma. Hello, are you still here?
Yeah, anyway, you can go ahead and
Do you
ask
have
your
another
question.
question, ma?
Adeiga, she has a question.
Ma?
Okay, I want to ask, how
Okay,
can you
ma.
prevent apple browning? Like when you slice apple, it turns brown. And my son, once it's brown like this, he won't want to eat it. So when I pack it in his lunch box, it doesn't. Well, once you take a bite, the rest is brown and it's fine. You
Okay,
stop. So what can we do?
okay. Wash the apples with lemon after slicing. As you are slicing them, you can put lemon in the water. So as you are slicing them, you put it in the lemon water. It won't get dark. Or you use vinegar. But I think I prefer lemon.
Thank you,
I hope
Mala.
I answered your
Do you
question.
want that person?
Yes, you answered. Thank you. I'll try that. Then, okay, you mentioned
Ma?
something about a bedroom scale. Thank you so much. I
Okay.
got value from that. So you said something about your bedroom scales that tells you your protein level, your fat level. Please,
Yeah.
can you
Yes.
recommend the
Yes.
scale?
It
I would
tells you
love to
your
have both.
water. I don't even know the name. Oh. The thing is, the scale is I will look for I don't know the name of the scale, but I usually see it online. So if I find it,
Okay.
I would send to you. So there's a app that you have to download. So you just connect your Bluetooth to the scale. So every time you step on it, it's going to analyze everything for you. Your body mass index, everything. If you are underweight, it will tell you. If you are obese, it will tell you. If you are perfect, it's going to tell you everything. Your muscle, everything. It's going to tell you. I'll check
Okay.
for
I really need that.
this thing. If I
The
find it
name.
online, I'll forward it to you. Yeah.
Then I think I just use your phone to Google scan it. Then it's going to bring out the name. Like the scale itself.
Ma? Ma?
You can you can Google scan it. I think it's going to bring it out. Nobody's laughing.
I should Google it.
Yeah,
I've had the
no,
scale
just
for a
scan
very
it.
long time. That's why I don't. I'm a very careless person. Once I buy something, I'll just throw the package away.
No, the
I've
scale
had it for a
itself.
long time. That's why I don't
Scan
know.
it. Scan the scale. It's going to bring out the name.
And there's no name on it though. There's no, okay. I'll try and I'll see if I can. Maybe if I snap it and let me even see
Okay,
if I can
thank
find
you.
it. But I'm still here to
I
take
wanted to ask
questions,
one
sha.
more question. Okay, does it work for children too, or just for adults?
Ma?
Does the scale,
No, it's
does the
everybody.
scale work
The
for
scale, eh?
children? Okay, for everybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, please, the last thing I want to say before I stop talking, please, how can you help us with meal planning? You know, I reached out to you that I need a meal plan. for my children and also for myself. I struggle. If I'm Mrs. Adeyinka is there, I've several times I've cried to her that please help me. She sent me her own personal timetable. I couldn't follow it. I was your father. I was like, hey, God, no,
Mm.
I all of this, eh? So I don't know. What can you do for us like this? Thank you, sis.
Uh, Meal planning has to do, number one is we have to know your, there's a lot of things to consider. Number one is your, I have to know your, is it body mass index? No. I have to know what category your body mass index falls. If you're underweight, if you're overweight, if you're obese, or if you're just the average, like you're healthy. If that is known, then I have to know the kind of food that you like to eat. Because if you plan meals according to what you don't eat, you're deceiving yourself. You won't be able to keep up. You won't be able to follow through. So I have to know the kind of food that interests you, the kind of food that you like. And since if you're doing the meal plan that will feature for the entire family, you have to also carry the entire family along to know what they what everybody likes, so that whatever we're having on the meal will favor all of us. It's not just me. So that said, then I also have to consider if you're the type that likes to cook, you're the type that likes
Oh no, I think we lost our speaker. I think the network. Can you hear? Are you still
No,
hearing
I
her?
can't from my end. I don't know if anyone is.
Hmm.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think she was complaining that her network is terrible today. I guess the network was, I mean, it eventually gave way. So, um, okay, as we wait for her, let me just ask. Uh, I see Ronke. She was thumbing up. She was like, "Yes, yes, yes." Can you just tell us what's one thing that you have picked from today's session? What's that thing that you think like, today I'm going to be practicing this from tomorrow in my family, or maybe for your personal self?
network. Sorry,
Oh, okay,
so
she's
sorry.
back.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
so
no, no, it's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, there's a
It's
lot to
okay. You
consider.
are explaining about meal plan.
Meal plan differ
Yes.
per person. Yes, yes. Meal plan differs per person, per family requirement. There's a lot, all of that factors to consider. The things you like, because meals based of what you don't like, and you renewed. You don't have to stick to one meal plan for the whole month or for 6 months or for a whole year. It has to be changing. You have to change it because we get tired of those things. So um, I think that's about the basics that is required for planning. So just to kind of those details.
So let me just go ahead and take the liberty to ask. I know you're a certified nutritionist and you do a lot of um, work around meal plan and stuff. Do you have an offer like for people? Because I wouldn't. I know that
Ma, I didn't
it
hear the
takes
question. Ma.
there's a lot of effort. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. So I was
I
saying
can hear
that
you, ma.
since you are a certified nutritionist and you do a lot of meal planning and prepping and stuff like that, do you have a package or an offer for individuals that want to hire, like pay for your services to get their personalized meal plan? how much does it go for, so that people can prepare their pockets, and how can they reach you so that they can also start putting all these things to practice right away. So please go ahead and share with us. Do you have a package for us, an offer for individual meal planning and stuff like that, or
Actually,
consultation?
act- actually, I don't. I don't. I usually just when people come to me, I usually just help out with because I did not even though I'm a nutritionist and I practice it myself, I'm not it's not my I didn't dwell on it as a source of livelihood, well, source of income. So it's just things I do randomly for people. So maybe in future, but for now, it's just an
By
interesting
the
part of
side.
my life. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
just by
can
the
we
side.
approach you freely? Can we approach you freely as come for our personalized meal plans?
Well, as long as I have
Is
those
that what you're
details,
saying?
if I have, if I have those details, if I have those details like that I asked, that I talked about earlier, yeah,
Yeah.
I can walk around it. Yeah,
Okay. So there you have
and
it,
we can
sisters. Feel free.
subsequently review it over time.
Over time. Okay. In fact, I think for me, the
Yes.
biggest takeaway from this session is that meal plan doesn't have to be a one-off. I didn't know that you can adjust
Mm.
weekly. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought once you have a meal plan, you
Yeah,
stick
yeah,
with it, you
you
stick to
can.
it. I didn't know.
No,
So thank you for
no, you get
liberating my
tired.
mind.
You get tired. You get tired. I know.
Sister,
I
that
write
has
my
been
out
the major
every
reason.
week. Today is Saturday.
I've been running away
As
from
I'm
meal
going
plans.
out
So.
now, I will do it in the car. No, it's
Okay.
a
Thank
lifesaver.
you.
It's a lifesaver.
Thank you. I've been running away from meal
It's a
plans because I thought
lifesaver.
I don't want to be stuck to one meal plan for the rest of my life. I didn't know. I didn't know
You,
that I can change
you,
every week.
I know
Okay.
you can. You can.
So
You can
don't
try
worry.
to your plan for this week might just include maybe boiled potato, and next week you can try to make it roasted potato or roasted yam, as long as
Nice.
they are in the same category. So as long as you keep tweaking it, so it
Okay.
doesn't it will get you get bored. You get
Yeah.
bored.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be boring.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
so much. Does anybody? Okay, I think Bonnie is back now.
so
Okay,
if
let
you're
me
a
give
busy
Bonnie the
person,
floor.
huh? Okay, Mommy.
Go
Miss
ahead,
Funke
please.
or
Go ahead,
Mrs.
please. You are saying something that if you're a busy person,
Yes, I said if you're a busy person, I know busy people we actually skip meals a lot because we believe that we don't have time to cook and all of that, but we need to try to avoid that. It's something that is actually even meal, even if it is as long as you're not on intermittent fasting, even if it is what's it called, tea, just take something in the morning before you step out. Don't skip your breakfast. Add vegetables to your meal, little small. Add it if you're not big on it, you can start gradually. Drink more water. Reduce emotional eating or unnecessary snacking. Like I said, sometimes what you need is water. It's not all those things. Then if you're someone that is on weight loss, eat slower. Don't rush your meals. Eat them gradually. And as they're eating, they be drinking water. Before you know it, your tummy will be full. There's no space for the food again. So it helps you to curb the amount of food going into your system. Then always, like the woman that said she's breastfeeding, always keep LD options beside you. Always have that LD snack that you can fall back to, even if at all you want to like derail. Strawberry is my own go-to. If I want to like derail, I really go and grab one or two strawberry and I am good. So for you, it could be apple, it could be Greek yogurt, it could be oats, it could be anything that is healthy. Just have it. Then, of course, portion control is also very, very important. If you intend to eat three apples in one day, you don't have to eat the three apples at once. Then another important thing is to make sure that you don't eat late in the night. Anything you want to eat by 7, close the structure at 7 p.m. Anything you want to eat by 7 And if you know you've eaten something heavy, you could just take a 10 minutes walk. Or if you can jog, you can jog it out before you now say you have closed for the day. So yeah, we just need to like be more conscious and self-aware of those things, and life will actually be better for all of us. So I think Moi wanted to say something.
Yes, there is a question in the chat box. How to preserve bulk food?
How to preserve what?
Bulk food.
I don't
Okay.
bulk fruit. Okay, bulk fruit. Yeah, yeah. There are different fruits requires different method of preservation. Some of them you could just wash and put in your fridge. For some, you wash and put it in a dry place. So it depends on the kind of fruits. So if you're someone that stocks, especially fruits like pineapple, like what's it called, watermelon, stuff like that. Watermelon is even still okay. Pineapple, you can't stay too long; it will start getting soft. Those ones you can pulp it and put them in a what's it called, in a bottle and store them in the fridge so that. But don't throw the what's it called away. Don't juice. As I said, pulp. Blend it and preserve it with the shaft, because the shaft is as important as the water. Most people do fruit juicing, and in the process of that, they trash out all the other essential nutrients that you're supposed to get from the fruits. And the only thing you are drinking is water and sugar. That's why I always look at people that are saying they are doing juice fasting or they are buying juice every week now and then. The only thing you are buying is water and sugar. They've removed all the essential nutrients that is supposed to be beneficial to your body while in the process of juicing it. So you can cut your apples into what's it called, cube sizes, put it in a container and put it in a freezer. So when you're ready to eat it, you can bring it out and then make a smoothie. Smoothie is better than juice. So yeah, so it depends on the kind of fruits. You can Google search on the particular fruit you want to preserve for a long time. I hope I
All
answered
right.
the question.
Thank you very much, ma. Um,
the for the answer. It's really help.
Ma'am? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Mm,
appreciating
thank
your
you.
feedback. It's really help, and I also want to say
Thank you.
something. I don't know those fruits. Most
You also
time
want
I
to
put
say? Okay.
something, yeah. Or like the pineapple you said, most time I put them in freezer just to retain the freshness. But due to the weather, I
Mm.
always microwave it because I want to eat it immediately. I want to ask, is it healthy? I know somehow within me is not really healthy, but I want to confirm from you so that so that I will know that maybe I'm actually trying to eat healthy while I'm still shooting myself on the other side. That's number one. And number two is
Okay.
the food
Okay.
as well. I try to eat healthy these days. I really tried my best, and I but cook due to my schedule. But I find it difficult whenever I cook beans. The smell always take over my fridge, and putting it in the freezer. The weather here is always cold, and for me to warm it or like that, it's always like taking much of my time. So I prefer to put it inside the fridge just to make it easy whenever I wanted to microwave it or warm it on the gas. So I want to ask, is there another way I can do that? I've noticed that my food plan I don't usually follow, but I try as much as, because I have to take a what's it called, a nutritional class because of my daughter, because she's a pick eater. I have to go through that process and this and that. But I noticed
Mm-hmm.
that I can't really follow all. I just have to go for what is working for me at that moment. So I choose what is working and I leave others. But thank God. So I want to know what are the things I can actually add to it. I try as much as possible to stop taking soda or anything sugary so that I'll be safe
Okay.
as well. But my children, I try, but once in a while they always, they don't want to keep to my rules, and I can't fight them every day, right? So I just want to see.
Of course, they are children.
Yeah, so I just have to see another way I can go with them when it comes to all this. You just make mention of something now, the juice that we usually buy in the supermarket. I thought is healthy. They always write 100%, but the 100% is not 100%, and you just confirm
It's,
that as well. So I wanted to
yes,
know
actually.
that I can let them let them do away from that juice, because hey, aside from yogurt and milk, the next thing is all this apple juice, orange juice, every other thing, and it's not healthy. We all know this. We are just lying to ourselves. So what other way do you think that we can
Mm,
go about all these things? That's my question. Thank you so much for answering.
okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Sister. Okay. Okay. So, your first question, if I'm correct, is about how to preserve your beans. You said that every time you cook it, it's usually the smell is taking over the entire fridge and everything, that you have to resort to putting it in the freezer, and then that you find it difficult to bring it out and then warm it again. Okay, so I don't know the kind of beans that you're talking about, but for me, what the kind of beans that we store, because they like beans in my house too. The kind of beans that they store is the one that you have to cook separate. The beans is cooked like what do they call it? Mashed beans. We've mashed it. Then we cook the sauce separately. So that one, I feel like that one is way easier to what's it called, to preserve. So we just cook the beans in bulk, put it in the freezer, then we cook the sauce to put it in the freezer. So once we want to eat, once you know that that's what is on the meal for that, we just bring it out and dump it on the counter so that it can what's it called, defrost, before we now start bringing out the beans as well, warm it up then. So I don't know the kind of beans. If you, I think the kind of beans you're saying is the mixed one. That one I don't really know, because I'm not a big fan of beans. I'm not a big fan
I
of
do
beans,
both. I
but
do
I
both.
know that this my
I
house.
like rice beans.
Okay. Oh, you do both.
I do both.
Okay, okay,
But the
okay. So
one without
I don't know. I feel like it's just, maybe it's just being straight. Maybe it's just being straight. Because even my sister, she's always saying every time we cook beans that we should not with the water you used to wash it. She does not want to smell it, because she believes
the
that if you
honest
pour it in the
truth,
sink, when she enters the sink, she will smell it.
that's it. I usually soak my beans for 8 hours as well, so that it will reduce any form of.
Oh,
Yes, I soak my beans. I usually
I think
soak it.
it's the soaking that is prolonging the smell. I think it's the
Ah,
soaking that is make yeah, I think it's the soaking that is making it smell that much actually.
I'm tired. I
Because
use
it has been soaked, it has really
I combine different beans. I combine
I'm
what's it
listening.
called? Kidney beans. I convert deep beans. This one that they usually use, like what's it called? Dalu dul. I can't remember his name. It's like yellow, like these small
Is it
small
that
beans.
white one?
Not, we usually use white beans here,
Mm.
but there are some kind of beans that I usually mix together. They said it's healthy as well. The kidney beans, the the kidney beans, right? The one the Ghanaians usually
Yeah, I
take.
don't kill them.
Yeah, and what again? The
Yeah,
small beans like
the one they use for their
yellow.
wake.
I don't know the name for it. I forgot. I can't even remember right now.
Mm.
So I use that whenever I wanted to
Is it
prepare my
is it beans or pea?
it's beans. Oh, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know the name for it.
Yellow. Okay.
Yellow. Yeah, it's
Okay.
very tiny like this. I don't know.
And it's not
But
legume.
sorry?
Okay.
I was also
Yes.
going to say that it's the way she described it. It sounded like lentil. You know lentil, right? Tiny,
That
the
was what
lentil.
I said legume. I
Yeah,
wanted to
this
say
is
lentil.
from
Yeah, yeah.
this
There are
is
people
from
that, yes,
Turkey.
there are people that use
Turkey
that.
is their main meal. Maybe that's what she's describing. Yeah,
Me.
of course, it's a lentil. Yes, lentil.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't like
It's lentil I wanted to say. I said legume.
legume is different. So that's how I mixed it. When
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
to mix beans, I prepare the three together. And for the kidney beans, I use it for white rice at times, just to not to eat plain rice or green beans. So I don't
Add,
cook every
yeah, yeah.
yes. Just make sure
Mm,
that those beans I usually have them in my fridge so that I can use it to mix my
okay.
white rice. Yeah, and I just find it difficult that
Okay.
the smell, the odor is just something else. I just think, is there a way I can go about
Mm,
it, or I should just let them go and remove them from my
I
food?
don't. I I don't think I don't really I've not really experienced that. I've not in fact cooking different beans I'm hearing it for the first time. Like
I
the
do
regular
that
one that
because
we know
you
here
know,
is
you don't
oloyin
take
and
the
drum
same.
and all of that.
Yeah, I do that because I don't take the same beans. Like now, maybe for 2 weeks I will cook same food, so we interchange. Maybe I took kidney beans today,
Yeah,
tomorrow
okay.
I take green beans. So I just do that not to serve plain rice. That's the purpose of me cooking different beans.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. For that I really I guess it is the soaking. I guess it is the soaking because it has stayed too long in water. So I'm thinking, my guess is the soaking is what is causing the smell. You could try it without soaking and see
Yeah,
the
I'll do
difference.
that. I don't think so, but I
Then
will
for
try
the
it. Just to say the way you make mention of it. I
oh,
never
okay.
thought of maybe because of the soaking, but now I will try and do it without the soaking and see the results. Thank you so much.
Mhm. Right. Yes, ma'am. So for the kids that like to take drink and sugar, whatever, I feel like we can infuse fruits into their yogurt as well. So it's not just plain yogurt that they are taking. They could add strawberries, banana to their yogurt. So that's going to even taste like ice cream. So instead of just giving them the plain yogurt. Um, they can take children can still take at least, but I feel like children should be regulated at least once the way all these drinks have been made available these days makes it difficult for them to for parents to control their
Mm,
drink intake. But however, they can control it. They can maybe regulate it that oh you can only take this once in a week, and it's not like you can't take it at all, but at least once a week. Me growing
wow.
up that time is it's not even once a week. It's occasionally when there's a party or something. That's when you take drinks.
Yeah, like
It's not,
Rabina.
but these days it's so handy that you can get drinks anyhow. So then, of course, they can still take their children. They can still take all those pressed, cold pressed juice. But for adults, we need all those. They need it too, but their children, they can still do without it. But adults, we actually need that rich fruit content, not the one that will have sifted the chaff away, thrown all the fiber and nutrients out. Yeah, I think that's the two question you asked, if I'm correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am, you're welcome.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Is there any other
Okay,
person that has
ma'am.
question? The chat box.
Is there any other question in the chat box?
No, 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 no. But a
Okay.
let me think. Yes. Someone. made an opinion that it might be lack of ventilation that can also cause the smell for the lentil. Lack of ventilation.
She said she usually keeps it in the fridge, so I'm not sure ventilation should be the problem.
Mm.
She said she usually keeps it
All
in the
right.
fridge or freezer.
Thank you very much, Ma. God bless
Yeah.
you. Yes, Ma. This is an insightful one. Like someone like me now, it's very, very insightful. And I believe that everyone found it insightful, interesting, and then very, very educative. So can you please send a clapping emoji for our speaker? Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you so, so much. Now I'll
Thank
give
you,
you love.
sir. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
love.
you.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you
so do we
so much.
have question, opinion,
No
anything? Okay,
question.
so this one is waiting. Okay, Ma. Oh, this topic is where it's taking us to. Okay, Ma. We can have you, Ma.
Okay, thank you very much for this session. I was actually looking forward to it, but I came in late. I want to know if there is going to be I mean, if we will have access to the records after the whole thing, so that I can go back to it and listen.
Okay. I think
Yes, and the review.
I think we know is one that can answer that one.
Yes, Ma. There will be a recording,
Oh,
Ma.
this
There will
is
be a recording.
Okay, thank you very much.
okay.
You're welcome, Ma. Okay, please, Ma, you can put down your hands. Is there another person that has
Okay.
anything to do? Okay, think no one. No one. Okay, I want to call on. We have two at a time now. But I'll call on at time. Please, Ma, please help us with a vote of thanks for Miss Taiwo. Ah, God, Miss Taiwo at the Yes, let's put it that way. Thank you, Ma.
Okay, don't worry, we are used to that. Before I became a Adeiga, we behind both time Adeyemi, so I'm used to you calling us by that. Okay, so thank you so much, sis. I'm
Yeah.
really grateful you're able to
Okay.
come and share with us. Our speaker is very, very busy. I mean, but she asked me that how many minutes. I told her by 2 o'clock we should be done. She said, it's here 4. And I know I get it. But thank you for coming and squeezing out time for us to come and do this.
Thank
We
you
are not
so
paying
much.
her one cover, but she's doing this for us for free and she's sharing so much. This is what we paid for when we go for consultations with nutritionists and all of that. And she has come to share her time to share herself with us. Sis, we are very grateful. You know we love you. I love you. Stasha loves you. We all love you. The real girls from loves you, and we
Yeah.
do not take your time for granted. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you too. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Yes, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma. So I will be handing over the mic to the host. Yes, Ma, and the convener. All right, Ma.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Boyi. This is a very good one for the first time. This is your first time, and you did a very good job. Thank you. God bless you. Once again, appreciation to my dear sister Taiwo for taking out time. I'm sure that you have a lot that is going on in the background right now, but you took out time to be with us for almost 2 hours, 1.5 hours, thereabouts. God bless you. We do not take this for granted. And like I said earlier, expect us in your DM. We are going to be coming to ask for personalized meal plans. So once they tell you from
Okay,
RGM,
ma.
just is from this
We'll be
community.
here.
Yes, so thank you so much. God bless you. And to
Yeah,
everyone who took
thank
our time
you
to be
so
here
much.
today to be at this growth lounge, I'm sure that it was worth it. I'm sure that you have learned one or two things that you will definitely start implementing today. So please go ahead and start implementing and feel free to reach out if you need our contact so that you can get but first get your your weight so that you know your BMI, you know where the category you fall into, whether is morbid, I think they have moderate, morbid, and what's the other one, light or
Moderate,
something. Like,
there's underweight, there's underweight, there's moderate, there's overweight, and then there's obese. So it's four
okay,
categories
so
actually.
okay, so you have the four categories. So be sure to know which category you fall so that your meal plan will be tailored specifically to your needs. So please do that. If you can, search for on Google, search for the weight what do you call that thing? Scale that can
I'll
tell
look for it.
you
I'll share
your.
it with Kyle.
Yes. Okay. So that would look forward to getting that information so that we all, because see, we, like I said earlier, we have just this one body. There is no replacement though. So, and God has entrusted this body to us because He
Yeah.
knows that we are capable of taking care of it. So please take care of your body. We know we have so many goals, we have so many ambitions, desires, and all those other plans. But if your body is not in good condition, those things would, there's nothing you can do about your plans. There's nothing you can do about your goals. So please take care of your bodies. And it starts with what you eat. It starts with what you feed what goes into your mouth. So yeah, once again, my appreciation to everyone who took our time to be here. God bless you. See you. Yeah. So as long as you registered, you're going to get recording in your email. So please check your email for the recording. Oh, somebody's asking something. Taiwo, please go ahead and ask your question. Adeiga.
Okay, I want to appreciate my twin sister, Sister Kenny is there also. Thanks
Oh,
for
that's true.
coming. Thank you so much, sis.
Yeah, that's true. I remember I saw her when she came in. Thank you so much, Kenny, for taking out time to also join us and to cheer your sister on. Yeah, that is so appreciated. God bless you. So, yeah, I think that's it from us. So, expect to get the recording in your email, and yeah, go ahead and watch and share. Yeah, feel free to share the link of the recording with people you know will benefit from it, because I'm sure a lot of people are suffering just because they don't have access to this information. So please don't hoard this information. Share with everyone around you. God bless you all. Thank you once again. Thank you, Mui, for a
Yes.
wonderful moderation. God
Thank
bless
you,
you.
Ma.
Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you too. Bye. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.